Peace and welcome to our top 10 Sega Genesis and Mega Drive themes. Our guidelines today include a theme from the Genesis or Mega Drive. If it's on the console, it qualifies. No canceled games. Sorry time tracks, and Stickman is back. No renditions of pop songs. Moonwalker does not qualify. And of course, one per franchise for the sake of variety. Now let's get this underway. Our first up, we have Castlevania Bloodlines, the theme of Simon. A theme that does appear on other consoles, however the Yamaha sound chip in the Genesis, combined with this theme, is superb. Some people may prefer the SNES version, but this still stands strong on its own. Bloodlines was released around 3 years after Super Castlevania 4, so they had some more time to work on it and make any necessary tweaks. Our number 9 spot is a classic. From Outrun, here's Magical Sound Shower. A tune that first appeared in arcades, but the Genesis port just might actually be better. Originally composed by Hiroshi Kawaguchi, who you may know from any number of games. The Sega Genesis port has T's Music in the credits. T's Music is a large group of composers who are still around today. You can even visit their site at tsmusic.co.jp. Outrun was first released in 1986, and its legacy still lives on to this day. It even provided the name for a popular music genre, synthwave, also known as retrowave, and also known as Outrun. In our number 8 spot, we have Echo the Dolphin, the theme of the lagoon. Released in 1992, they did a great job within the limits of the sound chip. The music feels eerie sometimes, yet uplifting at others. I don't know why this game is so disrespected in the community. Not all games need to be fast-paced and action-packed. I enjoyed some of the more relaxing moments in the game. Combine that with a great soundtrack and a unique premise. You are left with an experience not a lot of games can provide. In at lucky number 7, we have Raiden Trad, Gallantry. Extremely underrated soundtrack, and I think this is the best from the game. A theme that is far from just a basic loop. The beat grows, and it really hits the mark. I enjoy how all of the instruments blend together, and I think the bass line really tops it all off. You can find this theme on many different versions of the game, like the SNES, FM Towns, and the arcade. I enjoy all of them, and the Genesis version is one of my favorites. Number 6 is held by The Revenge of Shinobi, the theme of Chinatown. Released in December of 1989, this is an early Genesis game, especially when you take into account North America didn't get the Genesis until August 1989. Arranged and composed by the one and only Yuzo Koshiro. Some people may think this isn't even the best on the soundtrack. However, for me, it's up there. I really enjoy it. I like how it grooves, and I think Yuzo did a masterful job hiding any Genesis twang. It's no surprise, but even when you come to expect it, it's still a job well done. Our number 5 position is held by Uncharted Waters 2, New Horizons, Mast in the Mist. Released on the Genesis in 1994, the theme can be found on nearly 10 different computers and consoles. A popular theme in the franchise, you can find all sorts of covers on YouTube. And yes, many covers doesn't mean the theme is good, but it does mean it's popular. And usually, it's popular for a reason. This theme was arranged and composed by Yoko Kanno. You may know her from any number of projects, but maybe the most popular is Cowboy Bebop. She's extremely talented, and I love every version of this theme. The Genesis is no different. In at unlucky number 4, we have Phantasy Star 4, The Field of Motavia. First released in 1993 in Japan, and then 1995 in Europe and North America. The 4th installment in the Phantasy Star franchise, and it's a franchise full of great music. Another Genesis theme that does a good job of hiding any potential twang. I really enjoy how smooth and relaxing it is, and yet at the same time, it gives a sense of adventure. I like roaming the lands exploring with this in the background. Our bronze position today comes from a launch title, one of the first games ever released for the Sega Genesis, Golden Axe, and the theme of the wilderness. One of my favorite soundtracks on the console, I enjoy almost every theme in the game, and it was a tough decision narrowing it down, but the wilderness won out. Considering Golden Axe was a launch title, I think they did an extremely good job. Each theme adds to the full package, and the wilderness is a great way to kick it off. As soon as you press start, you are met with this. In our silver position today, we have perhaps the most iconic theme on the console. Released in 1991, yes, this is the boring or the safe pick. It's not the most complex, and it's not many people's favorite. However, this is the theme that I think most people think about when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, especially your average fan. You can even find a small portion of it in the first Sonic movie.
You got it up there?
Yes, Mr.
Need any more?
Arranged and composed by Masato Nakamura. He's one of my favorites because the 2 video game soundtracks he worked on just happen to be some of the most memorable music on the console. Here's a version released in 2022 that has lyrics.
A green hill to realize that quietly welcomes us here.
So I'll leave you with one question. How many chiptunes have an official version with lyrics released 30 years later and made by the original composer? Before we get to number 1, of course we have some honorable mentions. Our top spot today is held by possibly the best soundtrack on the console. Streets of Rage 2, Go Straight. Another theme arranged and composed by Yuzo Koshiro, a master with the Genesis sound chip. To be honest, I don't know how you could pick anything else. Yuzo can work with the Yamaha chip like no other. We have come to expect greatness from him, but that doesn't make it any less impressive. It's like watching Michael Jordan play basketball. You know you will probably see something great, but when it happens, it's still easy to be amazed. And that counts double when you see it live. How many video game composers can play one of their soundtracks to one game and sell out the concert? So we will start letting all of our patrons vote on which top 10 we do next, and you can join for as little as $1 per month. As of now, we have the PS1 leading the way. However, if you want to affect the vote, all you gotta do is join. And if you don't want to join, that's fine too. Just check the pinned comment and you can see which top 10 won out. Last but not least, shout out to all gold level patrons, Bearsona, Quantom X, and MJJ. I am ICC. Thanks for watching. Peace.